Hello, everybody. I know it's a little late, but I'm here and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the new Lion King movie directed by Jon Favreau, starring Donald Glover, Beyonce. I don't know why they're the top billed names in this movie. And that'll bring me to my first thoughts on the movie is the cast. Um, yeah, I don't know why Donald Glover and Beyonce are the top billed cast when their characters don't age into their voices until well halfway through the movie. And I guess it's just one of those things where the older people get the voice credit because they're the more notable actors. But I'm ashamed to say I don't know the name of the child actors that were playing Simba and Nala, but they were very good. One of the things that bothered me though is I thought Beyonce just wasn't good in this movie. I'm a huge fan of Beyonce. I'm a huge fan of her movie career and music career, and especially her music career. In this movie, I think she just fell flat for me. She didn't have many lines to begin with, and I think she signed on to this movie before realizing just how little she had to say in the movie. Like said, "Oh, Lion King, of course I'll do that," and then realized, "Oh, Nala doesn't really have many lines as an adult. Most of her lines come as a child." Um, and not even that, just her rendition of "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" too. I thought it was overperformed, overcooked, overacted, and I just felt like every single line that she delivered, she was overcooking it. Um, a few of the standouts for me, Billy Eichner as Timon, I thought was, I mean, he rivaled Nathan Lane as Timon from the original. Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar, I thought he was a good Scar, but it's just Jeremy Irons had like a sassiness to Scar, and Be Prepared is one of the best musical numbers in that movie. And in this movie, it more just turns into like a tone poem that Scar then says, "Be prepared." But other than that, it's just a tone poem. And I thought John Oliver as Zazu was great. He just really. I think he actually had maybe the most lines in the movie, to be honest. But I thought it was funny giving like the daily report from a guy that like that's his job. It used to be on the Daily Show. He is Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. All this stuff just fits into him playing the character. Seth Rogen was okay. I thought Alfie Woodard was really good, as little as she had to do. James Earl Jones as Mufasa. You really can't say enough about him. I mean, it shows why he was the one person that they brought back from the original cast, and Mufasa has the presence in this movie that he did in the original movie. And that brings me to a few more problems that I have with this movie. My biggest problem with the movie was actually the pacing. And one of the things about that original animated Lion King movie is that it's paced so perfectly. You're never bored in that movie. It doesn't feel like it's too long. It's the perfect length of a movie for what that original animated movie was. And with this movie, there's about 25 additional minutes on the runtime, and I really don't feel like they added anything other than maybe a few quips, a few jokes, and just this scene of Nala and Simba running through the desert, this hair sequence that ended up in a poop joke, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. Um, and overall, just additions that took away from the movie because, again, that first movie is so beautifully paced. But the points you want of this movie to hit it hits. Like the opening circle of life sequence, incredible. Frankly, it brought me to tears. The ending circle of life sequence, just as good. The Lion King title card, boom. Um, and all that was great. Again, and I hate to hate on Beyonce because she's the queen bee, and I mean, I really love Beyonce. The song that she had, the original song that she had in this movie, I just felt did not fit with the aesthetic of the rest of the songs in the movie. And um, Donald Glover's Simba was good, but again, kid Simba has so much more to do than adult Simba. I will say one of the things that they added, they gave the hyenas a little bit more personality, a little bit more of a character arc, beginning and end with them, and the way that ties into Nala a little bit. Nala is more like this insurgent spy almost, and I see what Jon Favreau was trying to do there. Like trying to make it seem like she was like this rebel going against the king and had to sneak out. I did like that. It just there wasn't enough of it to justify the runtime added to the movie. Overall, if I'm going to score this movie, I'd still give it a 7 out of 10. Amidst all its problems, it's still a brilliant masterpiece visually with the CGI. Now, I guess it doesn't technically count as an animated movie because Jon Favreau said that there is one live action shot in the movie. But yeah, I would say 7 out of 10 because, I mean, the original Lion King, I'd say, is 9.5 out of 10. The pacing, the problems, even though all those problems are still there, the story that's there is still the story of the Lion King. You still get the circle of life, and it's still a great time at the movie theater. I would say that like if you're a family on a budget and like $17 on a movie isn't something you want to dish out, show your kids the original Lion King. They'll like that better than this one most likely, because again, the superior movie exists already. So if you have the AMC stubs though at the A-list like I do, and you have 3 movies a week, spend one of your 3 movies a week on this. Go into the movie theater for 2 hours, enjoy the visual effects, enjoy the music, and enjoy The Lion King because it's still a good time at the movies regardless of its problems. Alright everybody, thank you for joining me on this movie review. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out at the channel, and hopefully we'll have more reviews like this coming up. Thanks.